My name is Ted Starr. I'm an attorney in Pinellas Park, Florida, and I'm here to answer some questions. The question is, what is a living will? And is it anything similar to a living trust? Well, I'll tell you what the question ought to be is, what does the word living have anything to do with these documents? Because a living will is your instructions to doctors about end-of-life care. Unfortunately, or fortunately, it has nothing to do with your will. A will is instructions about transfer of assets. It sets up a personal representative, an executor. It also lists out your assets and transfers all, and lists who should receive those assets. That's your will. That's a document often done in an attorney's office. It usually involves witnesses and a notary. A living will, instruction to doctors of end-of-life care, sometimes it's called a do not resuscitate order. It has nothing to do with living. It has not much to do with your will. And so sometimes people do a living will when they're preparing their will because it's appropriate to talk about end-of-life issues at that point. But the living will is a separate document. It's a separate issue for people. Some people approve or disapprove of living wills, and they have personal decisions about what they want to have happen when they're ill and when they're no longer able to make those type of decisions. So a living will gives you a chance to do that in writing now. But this word living doesn't really apply. Similarly, I've heard the term living in terms of trusts, like it's a living trust. Well, there's revocable trust and irrevocable trusts. We don't really have living trusts because, again, you're making some end-of-life planning, so it doesn't have a whole lot to do with necessarily with living. When it comes to these documents that have this living name, be careful what you're getting into, be careful what you're doing, read it very carefully, and when you're all said and done, hopefully those documents will help you.